The bounty hunter is here to go on the record. Dog is tracking down several fugitives right now. One of them is a convicted rapist of a 13-year-old boy who fled Hawaii before the prison doors could slam shut on him. The rapist was set to begin a 10-year prison sentence on December 1, but instead he took off. Duane Dog Chapman from A&E's Dog the Bounty Hunter is here. Nice to see you, Dog.
Nice to see you, Greta. Aloha. How are you?
I'm very well. Dog, before we get to this, the guy only got 10 years for rape of a 13-year-old boy?
Yes, he plea bargained out on a 10-year sentence, and I believe the reason was because they didn't want to have the victim go through the court hearings, so he pled to sexual assault on a child and received a 10-year sentence. Was supposed to show up to begin the sentence and took off.
All right, what's his name, where is he, and what are you doing about it?
Okay, Greta, his name is Frank LaFrant. He's also used before he's used the alias Cornelis. He flew at the end of last month from Hawaii to California, from California to Tucson, where he rented this Jeep, a Jeep Commander. Here's the plate number, ACE 7097. He then used his credit card in Santa Ana, Mexico. He told the Border Patrol that he was going on vacation as he crossed the border from California, said he was going on vacation to Santa Ana and traveling through Mexico. He is a 6'1" male. He's 215 pounds. Now, just before he left, his wife noticed that he grew a beard and dyed it. So he could have a beard. He has been a Mormon for 20, 25 years. And when he was on his journey as a Mormon, he did that in Santa Ana and in El Salvador. So that's the connections he had down there. The new bail for him right now in Hawaii is $5 million. So this guy is going away for a long time. And as you know, Greta, we cannot go down in Mexico and apprehend them as an American citizen. So I'm working very close with the United States Marshals out of Hawaii, and they've asked me to give their number, 541-3000. Again, 541-3000 with the area code 808. If anybody's got any kind of clue, then we can grab this guy right away.
Is Mexico helping?
You know, Mexico is helping a lot. As you noticed lately, they've extradited a lot of cop killers and sexual assault convicted felons back to America. So we've got this open line with Mexico, and yes, they are helping very much this time.
Does he have access to any money?
You know, he doesn't have a lot of money, but he had a credit card, closed it, then he opened another credit card, hit an ATM machine in Santa Ana. That's how we tracked him. So I don't think so, but he's a teacher, and he teaches kids a lot of languages. He speaks 5 fluent languages, one of them being Spanish. So I would think he'd be back in that kind of church atmosphere and, of course, where children are and down in Mexico right now.
Now, you're also working on a lot of other cases, but one is Felix Batista. What is that case?
Well, Felix Batista was kidnapped from Mexico last Wednesday, and we've been asked by the company he worked not to say too much about it, so I'm going to respect that. But yes, he's a kidnapped victim out of Mexico, an American.
I understand that A&E has signed season 6 of your show.
Oh, thank you, Greta. Yes, ma'am. We just got done filming season 5, and thank God we're headed for season 6. And we probably will premiere season 6 with Mr. LaFrant, his capture.
And I hope you're not being optimistic.
Well, I'm always optimistic, but you and I both know he's going to go down.
In terms of season 6, any other good investigations you can tip us off to so that we sort of have the, I don't know, the tease?
Well, you know, we're kind of like doing group arrests right now. It seems like the last 4 or 5 fugitives we've arrested, he's had 2 buddies that are also wanted. So now as we go through the door, we used to just get 1. Now we're getting 2 and 3 at a time. So season 6 has upped itself without us having to create anything. Birds of a feather flock together. So as long as they stay in a group, big ones come in pairs and little ones come in bunches. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of them for season 6.
Do you love your work, Doug?
Oh, Greta, I love this work, especially when you capture the guy. You know, I wear shades a lot because I cry. And every time I capture him, I get goosebumps all over, and I start, you know, teary-eyed. I love what I do. I love to capture the guy. I love to tell the victim, don't worry anymore, they're in jail. And, you know, this is my way to heaven. This is my way to contribute to America what I know how to do best, and that's chase down the predator.
You know, people oftentimes forget the victim, you know, the person sitting at home, whether it's, I mean, whether it's a child rape case or a family of a murder victim. It's important to talk to the families, isn't it?
Well, it's important to capture these guys because this guy, again, was convicted of sexual assault to a 13-year-old child. So, you know that little boy is scared to death right now while this predator is running around. So the first one I'm going to call after we capture the guy is him. But the victims never get really vindicated, but the only thing they can do is see that the predator or the perp is in jail, and that helps them out a lot.
And I bet the judge who gave him bond is probably not very happy right now because he ran off on his sentence.
Well, it just so happens to be it's one of my favorite judges, and when he heard that he had ran off, you can see the bond is probably one of the highest bonds in the country, is now set at $5 million bail. So yes, the judge is very upset.
Doug, thank you, and say hi to Beth for me, your wife.
Thank you, ma'am. I will. Aloha, and to your family and the Fox. And happy holidays, too, from Hawaii, the land of Obama.
Thank you, Doug.